steps back and delivers.
You see that the offense can work when you guys are taking the high efficiency area shots that you're looking for?
It's a softball for me. I'm not going to answer that.
For sure. I mean, coach has emphasized it all year, just shot quality. And, I thought tonight we did a really good job moving the ball. It's super evenly distributed in field goals, which is what we want. We want everyone to be a threat. We want everyone to be firing on all cylinders. And like Z said, it was cool tonight. Everyone kind of took turns in picking their spots. And, Z hit some big shots. Rickea hit some big shots. And it was a great team win.
Thank you.
Ray?
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here. And welcome to Afternoon's Delight. Let's get to it, you guys. I definitely wanted to make a video on this for my Fever fans out there, man. And man, I feel y'all, man. For those of y'all that's like, man, this team ain't fun to watch this year. I know they won a Commissioner's Cup and all that stuff, but I mean, that was an exhibition game when you really think of the scope of things. But this team, man, and I think I said this in my last video with Lucy Olsen. I said they're gonna the problems that they have on the roster is gonna pop up again, man, when they start losing again. And I had a feeling with the Sparks game. I said there's two things that I needed to see from the Sparks. They needed point guard help. That was the biggest thing that I think has been killing this team, and not having Cam Brink. Now, we did see at times in this game, we did see Cam Brink being an issue around the rim for the Sparks, because Aliyah Boston was getting whatever she wanted. Natasha Howard did too. Natasha Howard had a weird game, man. She had a game where she had 4 turnovers in this game, and she had some dumb fouls. She got in foul trouble with 5 personal fouls, and her fouls were just dumb in this game. She usually plays a lot smarter than that, and her passes were off. She had a game where it just was like, but she's been locked in lately, man. And that's why Tasha, to me, I was happy about the Fever getting her before the season started, because I was like, this is a player that the Fever needed. I just didn't like Natasha's age, but I think she definitely helps the team. But long term, no. Long term, this is like a player that they may be able to keep her another year or something like that, but they're going to have to move on from her eventually. And AB continues to kill it. Although she was sort of inefficient in this game, and she obviously missed the shot at the end to send the game into overtime. But AB is one of those players you're definitely going to give her a bit of a pass, because she's basically been the Fever's best player since Caitlin's been out, very consistently. Even in Tuesday's game, to me, even though Natasha Howard won, you could have gave that to Natasha Howard or Sophie Cunningham, to be honest. That MVP award, it wouldn't have mattered. But AB, to me, has been like a lot more consistent in being the best player on the floor. Because I was telling y'all at one point, man, Lexi Hall seemed like she was the best player, because she was doing everything on both sides of the ball. But her offensive game has been missing lately. And to me, if you look at her box scores every game, the last few games since really Caitlin been out, she just hasn't gotten shot opportunities, man. And that's been killing her over the past week or two. Just not getting the ball enough. And this is why I don't like Kelsey Mitchell running the offense, or Ari McDonald, because I don't got too much of a problem with Ari, but it's more with Mitchell. Mitchell still does not pass the ball. The ball movement is lacking on this team. It got exposed again. This is why I wanted to make the video, because I wanted to point out the weaknesses that I've seen from the Fever. And the Sparks came in and really exposed everything. And like I was telling y'all, depending on the point guard situation for the Sparks, I knew they had a chance of winning this game, because I liked the way they looked in their last game against the Liberty. But they haven't really had the point guard situation since Odyssey Sims has been out. They haven't really had a consistent point guard next to Kelsey Plum. They put a lot on Kelsey Plum, and to me, the best way to use Kelsey Plum is the way Vegas used to with fucking Chelsea Gray. If you get a real point guard next to her, Kelsey is a killer. You know, and to me, I love the move that Lynn Roberts made with Julie Allemand starting the game. Julie Allemand, y'all saw her, she's flashy with her passes and stuff. She had 5 assists in this game. You know, wasn't a huge contributor in the scoring on the scoring end, but she didn't need to. Her teammates did all the rest. I actually did a parlay with Azura Stevens, Dearica, Hamby, and Kelsey Plum. I wish I would have added Rickea Jackson in there, but that would have been too much of a risk because, like, Rickea is not somebody who always gets to like 15 points or even 10 points. Like, I did 10 points for Stevens and Hamby, and then I did 15 for Plum. I did the same exact thing the other night for the Liberty. I forget who I was, because Plum didn't get the 15 in that game, so I lost that the other night. And there was another player or two that didn't get to. It was either 10 or 15 points. Maybe it was Stevens. I gotta look back at it, but it's not important, man. But you look at everyone, double-digit points. That's point guard. That's good point guard play from the Sparks. Also, Julie Vanloo. That was the other thing. Was she going to play in this game? Because she made the most. She only had 10 minutes, but she made the most of those 10 minutes. And you could just see Julie Vanloo when she gets real comfortable in this offense, bro. I'm not sure who's going to be the long-term starter for the rest of the season. If they're going to go with Allemand, who played 30 minutes and looked good to me, or they're going to go with Julie Vanloo. Julie Vanloo also got a 3 in this game. Nice performance from Julie, bro. And this is why I said this is one of the players the Fever should have actually picked up. You know, she's a real. See, here's the problem. Like, Ari is not a real point guard, y'all. Like, she's not. She's a 2 guard. And to me, they need a real starting point guard. Like, someone that could back up CeCe, but if they were in different situations, they're capable of being a starting point guard, just like you saw from Allemand today. You know, they really should have been actually going after Julie Vanloo. The Fever should have went after Julie Vanloo, bro. Colson is still not getting it done for me. But you know what's weird about Colson, though? Is that Colson, to me, is less of a liability on the floor, which is weird than Ari late in games. Because at least Colson's going to give you some effort on defense, bro. Ari is more of a try-hard to me. Like, if you really watch Ari McDonald, she's more of a try-hard defender. She's not a real defender. She doesn't really know how to defend without fouling. This is why she's always in foul trouble. Like, Kelsey Plum, bro, in this game, did whatever she wanted to Ari McDonald. I mean, whatever she wanted, bro. She had her way with Ari. And I mentioned this last year when Kelsey Plum faced the Fever in September last year when she was still on the Aces. Remember when I was talking about Kelsey Mitchell? You guys probably definitely don't remember this, man. I was talking about how Kelsey Mitchell, how they're able to just shoot over Kelsey Mitchell. You can't really shoot over Caitlin Clark because she's 6 feet, but you can shoot over Kelsey Mitchell, though. And I saw it happening again, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, the guards are too small on this team, bro. You can't have both guards be that small, bro. Like, they're small, bro. Like, it's not like Plum and Allemand. Like, they're small. Kelsey Mitchell isn't a real 5'8" player. She's got to be like 5'6", bro. And Ari looks like she's about 5'4". She is small as hell, bro. And it's like, bro, like, this is, in games like these, it's a huge problem. Like, some games they could get away with the small guard play. But it's like in games like these, bro, you need some size because because of the way Plum arcs the ball, she just arc it right over you, bro. And Azura Stevens 2 from 3. You know, Azura's already tall. But like the way she could arc it over you, bro, it's not good, man. It's not good. And we saw that with Allemand and Vanloo in their threes. I mean, they only had like 1 3 each. But we saw how they were able to arc the ball over the defenders. Like, it's a problem, bro. It's a real problem, bro. You need some size. And this is why I still think Indiana messed up not just Olsen, because I talked about her in the last video. Make sure y'all watch that video, by the way, if you haven't seen it already. I made a video about how the Fever front office made a mistake on not getting Lucy. I'm probably going to make another video on that just to kind of address the problems that the Fever have had. not drafting her and Serena Sundell, but Serena Sundell is one of the players I wanted to bring up though. Serena Sundell, right? She's 6'1", 6'2". Like in college, she was listed at 6'2". It's kind of weird in the WNBA. She's listed at 6'1". I would like for them to redo her height. Whenever she signs to a team in the future. Rather she's 6'1", 6'2". That's pretty tall for a guard in this league. That's pretty damn tall. And she's got nice size. She's a pretty capable defender. If she was in a game like this, bro, I think the Fever win. I think the Fever win if she's in a game like this, especially with her passing ability. And they probably win a game like this. And Ari didn't give you much. She was 2 for 9 from the field, too. 0 for 4 from 3. Like, this is why, bro. Ari McDonald was just on the Sparks last year, bro. And she was trash on the Sparks. Like, I'll give it to Ari. I think she's playing the best she's played since 2022 overall. But, you know, that was her best season with the Dream. But to me, though, she's just like, bro, there's a reason why none of those two teams kept her, bro, long term. Because she's nothing but a backup, bro. And Indiana is trying to get away with having someone like her that's not a real starter in there, bro. Like this is because of incompetence from the front office. I don't even blame Ari because Ari's just doing what she's got to do. It's really on the front office to have actually looked for a real starting point guard, bro, and they didn't do that. And this is why you see these mistakes that you're seeing on the court. Like it's crazy, man. Like I'm telling you, man, when the Sparks get Cam Brink back, it's a wrap, bro. Like, it's going to take Cam Brink a little while because he's coming off that injury. But once Cam Brink, you know, gets comfortable in there, look at who they got. Like, Hamby, Stevens, Rickea was finishing under the rim, bro, at will in this game. At will, bro. I mean, bro, once they get, man, and they get Cam Brink back, it's a wrap. Because probably one of those players will be coming off the bench. The one player to me that you cannot put on the bench is Azura Stevens. I think you gotta play her, man. Look, the Fever need to be looking at Azura Stevens next year, man. As a free agent, bro. Azura is a killer, bro. Oh my God, she can shoot it from 3. She's the perfect kind of wing, bro. I think she's playing a 4 right now. She's either playing a 4 or a 5. I think they had her at center. Yeah, I think they had her at center in this game, but she's really a 3 through 5. You can put her at any position, bro. And this is why Emma Misima, another player that we got to make a separate video about. This is why the Fever really should, before this next game that they play, should be signing Emma Misima. Now, I don't know if Emma's going to take her time signing with the team because she's probably got bids from other teams as well, and I don't blame her for taking her time to sign to a team. But Emma Misima, this is a game where they needed her because they had to equal that size. The problem with the Fever bigs right now is that they're slow. They're fucking slow. Like Natasha Howard walks in sand or concrete or something. Like, it's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting, bro. It really is, y'all. Like, it's disgusting, man. It's really bad, y'all. Like, it's really bad, bro. They're just not fast, man. They're not fast. And this offense is horrid. Before I end this video, man, I gotta get to Stephanie White. How you get out-coached by Lynn Roberts, bro? You got out-coached by Lynn Roberts. Look, the Liberty do have a better team than the Fever. But if you watch that game between Lynn Roberts and Sandy Brondello the other night, that was coaching. Coaching won that game to me. Natasha Cloud's will in that game too, but it was more the coaching. Stephanie White, bro, she is horrible, bro. She's horrible, man. And again, she is a real reason why this team is not playing where they should be right now. She really is. She is the reason why to me. I'm just like her lack of pace on the offense. This is why I said, bro. This. Look, let's get to this, man. I really don't want to talk about Stephanie White. I think that's why I delayed it for so long. But cause she gives me a headache, bro. Caitlin Clark. This narrative about Caitlin Clark, bro, that the team was better without her was so stupid, bro. It was so stupid. Because for anybody who really knows the game, knows that if they run it back against the Lynx in a 5-game series, they're not winning that fucking series, bro. You really expect the Lynx to miss the shots that they missed in that game, open threes that they're just going to miss them all 5 games of the series? Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Bro, they were fortunate the Lynx had one of their most atrocious offensive games of the year. They really were. I'm telling you, they running back in a 5-game series against the Lynx, man. The Lynx is going to kill them. Going to absolutely kill them. You're not going to be able to hold feed to the game that you held feed on like every game. Come on now. Let's be real here. You're not doing that, bro. You're not doing that. Courtney Williams and McBride, bro, you're not holding them to whatever you held them in that game, bro. Come on now. And to me, Cheryl Reeve, her short rotation messed her up too. She should have been going deeper into her bench. Jessica Shepard should have had more minutes in that game. Like, Cheryl Reeve kind of cost him the game a little bit. But Lynn Roberts today, man, outcoached Stephanie White. And this whole narrative that this team was better without Caitlin was stupid. If you fell for that, like you started really thinking like, oh man, maybe they are. Again, you're stupid. You're really stupid if you really thought that this team was better without Caitlin, bro. And defensively, I didn't see much of it. Look, defensively, they're not better without Caitlin either. Is Ari McDonald a better defender than Caitlin? Hell yeah. But the problem is still Mitchell. You still got Mitchell. And even Ari was garbage today on defense. Like, she was getting cooked today. That's why I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to point out how Plum was cooking her today. And it had more to do with Ari's size. But Ari also cannot defend without fouling. Every time I see her, man, she's always fouling, bro. You know? She gets, like, this league allows you to be physical, but if you're physical in a way where you get caught, bro, like, come on now. Come on now. But Caitlin, though. Caitlin can play defense. It's just that, like, her feet, when she says her feet needs to be worked on. You know what I mean? And it looks worse when she's back there with Kelsey Mitchell. This is why I kept telling y'all, bro. Why didn't they trade Mitchell for Citron, bro, when they had the chance, bro? Even just drafting Lucy Olsen or Serena Sundell would have helped. Because if you would have had someone with better height in the backcourt who could play defense, it helps her out. Because what I would have did was I would have traded Mitchell. I would have had Citron at the wing, and I would have had Lexi Hall at the 2-guard next to Caitlin. Lexi Hall would have made Caitlin look so much better defensively. But when you have Kelsey Mitchell back there with her, it looks the way it looks. And look at Kelsey Mitchell. Bro, her stat line was atrocious. 19 points and 0 on everything else. Are you kidding me, man? She didn't have no rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks. She gives you absolutely nothing. This is what I'm talking about with Mitchell, bro. She got to go, bro. She got to go, man. After this season, she got to go, bro. She got to go. She's a black hole on this team, man. No ball movement when she's out there. And I was just saying this, Lexi and Sophie didn't have the opportunities that they should have had. I can't wait for Caitlin to come back, because I did like the game that Timpson had. When Timpson starts playing with Caitlin, man, I think, bro, she's going to be able to thrive. Because Caitlin's going to be looking for her to score every single time, man. Now, I still think they messed up a little bit not drafting Lucy Olsen, but they could have still had Timpson because they had those 2 picks and just made sure they didn't draft Bree Hall. Should have drafted Lucy Olsen right there, who had 19 the other night. These are problems that the Fever had. This roster is still trash, and they need to go get Emma Meesema, because Emma Meesema would have helped a lot with her height tonight. Liz Keatley is someone that they still need to get. I made a video about her earlier in the week. If you haven't seen it, go watch that video. Liz Keatley would have helped them tonight. 6'6". Come on now. Not a liability on the court either. See, the Fever got too many liabilities, bro. That's their problem, too. And it's bad coaching on top of it. Ray Burrell, even when Ray Burrell and Mercedes Russell was in there, man, they was giving them trouble, man. I mean, it was atrocious tonight defensively. So, again, I want to end the video with this. This whole narrative that CeCe is trash and CeCe, the team is better without CeCe. Well, it got exposed tonight. It got exposed tonight, didn't it? Thank you, Kelsey Plum. Thank you, Azura Stevens. Thank you, Dearica Hamby. Thank you, Rickea Jackson, for exposing this bullshit, bro. Thank you to the guards, Julie Vanloo and Julie Allemand. Thank you for exposing the Fever, because they needed this loss. Because I felt like the things that weren't getting exposed, bro. And they needed to get exposed. So, give me y'all thoughts on this. I got a special video coming up for y'all Sophie and Lexi fans. I'm going to be adding Alana Smith in there because I want to talk about the past outfits that they had this week in that video. So make sure y'all watch that one. And make sure y'all watch my last few videos. The one about Lucy Olsen, Liz Keatley. I think I made a good one with Sonia Cintron recently too. I still got a Sonia Cintron Mitchell video that's being planned for this summer. So make sure y'all catch that one whenever it comes out. But yeah, give me your thoughts on this, man. And oh yeah, Graceberger and Petty. Could you believe they kept Petty over Graceberger, bro? Graceberger only had one game with the Sparks, and then you saw how garbage Petty was, bro. Now look at the Sparks with real point guards, bro. Hey, I got the last laugh on that one. Go ahead and give this video a like, share, subscribe, give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank y'all for watching. Aces Angels, y'all.